BMW X4 is as much as a Fortuner to start with. I think this looks much better. Still, I have to do some tweaking. Never used anything like this on this channel. But when I want to talk about something specific, I want to try this kind of a lighting setup. Looks good. Alright, let's put all this lighting technicalities all aside and let's do some justice to the title. The actual cost of owning a luxury car. What people don't tell you about owning a luxury car. Welcome back to the channel guys. What's up guys? Kaise ho? Ela unnaru? Hope everyone is doing great. I'm making this particular video specifically for my audience who are the younger ones. Especially because these days open YouTube, open Instagram, most of the content you see is a YouTuber or an influencer is getting a luxury car. Somebody is getting a Kawasaki H2, H3. One more is going and getting a BMW M competition or a Mercedes AMG or an Audi. Audi actually should up your game. A lot of people are buying BMWs and Mercedes, but no one is going to Audi. The point is, all the influencers are buying fancy cars and bikes, and I don't want viewers, subscribers, fans don't get influenced by looking at all of this. Just me being an influencer, I have a X4 and I keep showcasing it 10 times, keep boasting about it, 30D, 640 Nm torque. Just listen to it, scroll up. Don't get influenced and try to buy the same thing. Because let's say your favorite YouTuber is buying a luxury car. Did he tell you how much of effort went into it? He doesn't tell you that. Like any other job or business, it has its pros, it has its cons. But yes, definitely 2023 in this generation, it has opened up so many doors for so many different career options. It's not just engineer, doctor, lawyer. You have platforms like these where you can showcase your skill, where you can educate people if used in the right way. Yeah, that's a huge market. But the main point, the takeaway from this video for you is, if you're watching your favorite YouTuber buying a fancy car, a fancy bike, a fancy gadget, expensive thing, if you can afford it and if you like that product, still do your research. If you think that makes sense to you, go ahead and buy it. But you should be able to afford it. The mistake will be when you can't afford it and you struggle so much to get that in future. You're trying to live in the future. You're forgetting your present, how lovely your life is right now. And you're thinking, when will I get a BMW? Live in the present. Feel happy that you're doing things that a lot of people are not able to do. I mean, just look around you. Don't drive your i20 very sadly. Look at the BMW beside you and think, why is my life like this? That's a very wrong thing to do. You're killing your present, which you have. You're actually gifted for having an i20. The guy on the bike might be seeing you and he might be feeling, this fellow is enjoying in the AC, I don't have it. Someone beside him on the cycle can be looking at him and thinking, he has a nice motorcycle, he can ride, I have to pedal. That chain, it keeps going on. So comparison is the worst killer. COMPARE. Don't do that. Let's move on to the main thing. There are a few hidden things behind buying a luxury car. People don't tell you this usually, especially in India because of extremely high taxes. I'm not questioning why tax is high and all that. That's a different subject. But the point is, yes, taxes are almost like 50% of the car's value. So let's specifically talk about expensive cars that are above 50 lakhs. Now still, if you made your mind to buy an expensive car, if you have the budget for it, let me guide you a little bit and let's talk about a few things that you don't see when you're buying an expensive car. Let me get my invoice so that I can read the details and I'll show you all the extra taxes, extra stuff you'll pay apart from the ex-showroom. It will blow your mind. Order came takkwa, very fancy, right? Whoa, this is the booking. See this? I've actually booked the BMW X3 first, 30i engine. That was such a boring car. I mean, for my personal liking. 30D engine is a gem and it is not available in India, which makes my car more valuable. But there you see X4 Brooklyn Grey. Car cost is literally as much as a Fortuner. BMW X4 is as much as a Fortuner to start with. 49 lakhs socho. Now comes the most important tax of the country, GST. There are two GSTs, CGST, Central GST and State GST, which is approximately 14%. No, 14% total, ne? 14% CGST and 14% SGST, which is 6,85,000 plus 6,85,000. So just 7 lakhs. 14. Abhi 6,85,000 ke baad anno katele. Almost 14 lakhs of GST only. We are happy paying tax. Let's pay some tax. Let's develop the country's economy. See, that is the reason when we buy expensive stuff, don't think, instead this person could have done something better. We are helping the economy, genuinely. Oh yes, I can actually get the i20 top-end version for 14.57 lakhs. 14 lakhs, which is almost the cost of the new i20 N-Line. That much of cost I just gave as GST. That's only the first part. Wait, there is one more thing called compensation cess. which is at 20%. Apart from that 14% plus 14% plus 20%, that is coming up to 9,79,000. Inkemundi 10 lakshal, 10 lakhs. Total 24 lakhs we just paid as tax. Now that makes up the ex-showroom price only. That's the ex-showroom. Wait. Now all this split via luxury car has more cess, and then there's also categories for 2000cc engines, 1900cc engine. That is the reason manufacturers make an engine like 1.1 liter or 900cc just to fall into a better tax bracket. So actual cost of my car is just 48 lakhs from the manufacturer, but after all these taxes it comes up to 72 lakhs 50,000. No, that's not all done. Wait, we have some more tax we have to pay. It is the road tax. Life tax is around 15% if I'm not wrong. All these taxes, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I'm not sure about it. Please feel free to correct in the comments so that other viewers also understand. But for now, apart from the GST of 14 lakhs and compensation cess at 9 lakhs and the much pay na, another 10 lakhs, you see this? 10 lakhs of life tax has to be paid. And iske upar aur chota we have some more things like 1500 rupees HPA fee, TR fee which is 300 rupees, TR service charge which is 100 rupees, application fee 600 rupees, smart card fee 200 rupees, postal charge 35 rupees, registration service charge 400 rupees, pura mila ke 10 lakhs 18,135 rupees for the BMW X4, which is not even a super luxury car. A car which costs 48 lakhs, with all this amount is going to cost 84 lakhs plus we still need to pay. Who is going to pay insurance? Nimmakai pedithe sarpodu. Karmakali evadana vachi enkakeli guddindu anko. And that insurance costs almost 3 lakhs 8,000 for a brand new X4. So 84 lakhs plus another 3 lakhs coming up to 87 lakhs plus handling charge, A charge, O charge, showroom ka charge, cleaning charge, stamp duty, processing fee. When you take a loan, these are the other prices you have to pay. TCS, tax collected at source, is at 1%, which is 65,900. Car sanitization package is 14,999, which is 15,000 rupees. అన్నీ చేసి మొత్తానికి 90 లక్షల బిల్, 90 lakhs they will give you a bill for a car that actually costed not more than 49 lakhs. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, do you really need a expensive car unless and until your business needs it, unless and until your emotional need needs it? The straight answer is no. Especially there's a simple rule: if you can't buy 2 of these cars, don't even buy 1. Anything in your life, it's a simple rule to follow. You'll be very comfortable doing that. If you can buy 2 of these iPhones without thinking, that is the time when you have to buy a single iPhone. This is still fine. Worst case, you'll be losing like 1 lakh rupees, but I'm talking about the bigger things and you're spending like 50 lakhs and above. Now looking at all these numbers, I think lots of people are thinking, yeah, numbers I think we're never going to get a luxury car. No, not at all. It is still possible to get a luxury car. I'll tell you how in the end of this video. Like I said, first plan was to get a X3 30i, which is a very boring engine. See, my thought is, if I'm getting a car which is worth almost I think 75-76 lakhs, why don't I add another 3 or 4 lakhs and get a X4 which looks much more appealing, which is much more beautiful for sure compared to the X3. So I thought I'll get the X4. Now this is how your brain starts working. Now why to get a X4 30i when I can spend another just 2 lakhs and get a 30D engine, which is much more powerful, which is much more fun? And that's how I decided to get the BMW X4 30D Brooklyn Grey M Sport. And as I've already shown, it's not a 1 crore wala car, it's just a Fortuner, just a 48 lakhs, close to 50 lakhs, but the taxes made it a close to 1 crore rupee car, dude. So whenever you are seeing a luxury car outside, respect him, because he's paying a ton of tax to the country. He's helping boost the economy. I'm just kidding, everyone is paying tax. So anyways, you have a budget, you've decided the car, now you're able to afford the car. Apart from that, you also have to take into consideration your other expenses. Do you have to pay a rent? Do you have to pay any EMI other than the car's EMI? Do you have credit card loans? Do you have other personal loans? Do you have a kid? Does the kid go to school? Education costs, running the house ka costs. There are a ton of costs. By the time you do all this, juttu voyi mottam chetikochi assala I don't regret the purchase, but the problem is, I'll tell you, right now I'm at a position in my life where most of my brain's focus, like, you see this, exactly I partitioned it like that. Only this much of my brain is working towards bikes and cars. The rest of the portion, this fancy hairstyle portion, focus is completely on spending time with my family, making myself a better person in terms of physical and mental well-being. So half the time I'm at the gym, I'm at badminton, doing these vlogs, writing scripts, working with brands, meeting my friends, and the baki ka 10 or 15% which is left in my day is when I get to ride the cars and bikes. So that is the point where I feel a little bit guilty and bad. I'm spending a huge EMI every month on the car, on the bike, and they are depreciating assets. Every day they are losing their value. My majority of my focus is to disturb this through. And the majority of my focus at this point of time in my life is about creating wealth, about building a new business, doing different challenging things that excite me. If I utilize them properly, I think that will give me more satisfaction. The worst part, once you get a luxury car or a luxury bike, a depreciating value on it is insane. Especially after 5 years, the value falls down by at least 30 to 40%. That if it is extremely well maintained. So I'm assuming a 90 lakh rupee car after 5 years is going to cost somewhere around 60 lakhs at the most. That way if it is like extremely immaculate condition. So my personal advice for anyone who wants to get a luxury car, I know this before also, even while I was getting the X4, the brand new one, you can consider a used luxury car, because all this GST, CGST, 40 lakhs extra as taxes which is going, all that can cut down by at least 40%. Try to find a luxury car which is 1 or 2 years old. I think 1 year may not get that much depreciation, but 2 years, 3 years ke baad, luxury cars have great depreciation, and you should find a car which is well maintained, immaculate condition, which has depreciated by at least 30 to 40%. At least you don't end up paying those taxes. The guy has already paid those taxes for you. You can just take it as an ex-showroom. But there is a much better way to save your money, not buying a luxury car. See, I'm telling these only for people who are not doing an emotional purchase, who are doing a financial purchase, who are making a sensible purchase. It is not at all sensible, but I'm no one to stop if you want to get it and you have ton loads of money. If you can afford, like I said, 2 of those, get one. That's how you should calculate, and you should get it so that you pay taxes. That benefits the country as well. And genuinely, if it helps your business, like let's say you meet high profile clients and you have CEO level meetings, MD level meetings, I think you should present yourself much better in a more accurate way for that particular situation. If your business is something like that, then definitely consider a car that caters to that. But if you just want because your favorite influencer is buying it, this is my whole problem. This is the main point of making this video. Don't do that. Now all this is okay, yeah. One thing, one smile one beautiful smile I get is when I throttle the BMW X4. Trust me, when I pull the car, it's beautiful. Then put it in sports mode. Okay, hit on the brake. Oh! 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 That small smile, yeah, it is definitely worth 50 lakhs, which is the manufacturer's cost he's giving us. But with the added costs of tax and all, it is not worth that much. Because to be honest, I get bored of things very easily. Comparing the thrill, the happiness I got from the day I got it, till now, it has fallen just like the value of the car. Now I enjoy it only when I drive it. Thinking about the fact that emotional aspect that I have it, I own one, doesn't give me that much of happiness and excitement. I don't want to hide and fake around. This is what it is. This is how I feel about it. On the whole, to conclude, I'll tell you one thing. The most tension-free car for me till date is definitely the i20. No loan on it, no compensations, no tax, nothing I paid on it, because I got a used car. The first owner who got it paid everything on it. I just paid 8 lakhs 20,000 something for that car. Upfront payment, no loan, nothing. All I have to do is put some fuel in it and go. That is the most tension-free car I have to drive as well. I can park it anywhere I want. I just literally running lo digipotu parking చేసి వదిలేస్తా. BMW అనుకో, I have to still think, is this the right place I'm taking the car to? Is there good valet parking? Is the parking lot nice and clean? Is it a 5-star hotel? ये सब टेंशन i20 में नहीं रहता. So not just financial aspects of it, but mentally also there'll be a lot of constraints if you're driving a luxury car in a city like Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bangalore. So I hope this video made some sense. It raised some questions in your head before buying a luxury car. Like I said, if you still like to get a luxury car, consider used car. There are people like me who don't use them. We have already paid taxes, so you can get it for much cheaper. So you can skip that part and you can directly pay the depreciated cost and have the same feeling that I had with a 30D engine, right? Also put down in the comments if you think getting a luxury car in India makes sense or not. So then let's end the vlog here. Take care. In case you liked it, do share this video, especially for the younger generation who is looking at influencers. This is for them. Don't get excited looking at someone else and thinking that your life is very dull. Feel happy in the present. Always when you feel low, just take a look around you. Don't live in the future and ruin your present. That's the quote.